what's up? Welcome back to another edition of the Mandatory. Remember, if you like the content, you can hit the like and subscribe button. That helps the channel grow. We also appreciate your continued support. If you've been rocking with the show and share the video, tell your friends about it if you're a boxing fan. Also, this is an interactive show, so we want to hear your comments as well. So if you have any comments on anything that we're talking about, drop them into the comment section and we will get to some of your comments. We also take a little bit to reply sometimes, but we always take a look at your comments. So Brian, we're going to move over now to Oleksandr Usyk, who is vacating his titles. And what this tells me, Brian, is that Usyk is on his way out. But also keep in mind, y'all, that when you are the undisputed champ, you have to pay a lot for those titles. Like, you're paying a lot of money to keep those titles at the same time. Not saying that Usyk doesn't have the bread, he does.
I don't think that's what this is.
But this is him on his way out, I think, Brian, and he's doing it his way. And also, he doesn't have to fight his mandatories that way either.
Here's a detail that maybe no one else would find important, but I did. This is the second tweet. The first one said that Usyk was announcing his intentions to vacate the ring title, WBA, IBF, and WBC. And then Ring tweeted it again and said, just the titles. I don't know what, I don't know if they're trying to like say that he's going to keep the ring title because it's super prestigious or whatever. He's just going to defend the ring title in his final fight. I don't know what this means. I also don't know if he's going to rematch Rico Verhoeven, whatever, but it sounds like they're teasing that Usyk, who just had probably the worst performance of his professional career, we would all say, by far.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's going to retire soon. One more fight. He's going to be 40 years old in January. So this makes sense. And Usyk himself just apparently announced this. So while you talk, I'm actually going to find this video of him saying this so we can play it.
Well, it makes the most sense because if you think about his last performance, the fact that he's 40 years old, the fact that he has absolutely nothing to prove at this point in his career. If you look at his resume, Usyk has gone in there and fought everybody and took care of everybody. And there's really no debate on how great he is when you think about the fact that you could argue he is the greatest heavyweight of this generation at this point in his career. He gives up the titles, he vacates the titles, has one last fight, and then walks off into the sunset. Right. I think that's Usyk's plan.
Chris Mannix is reporting that Xander Zayas has requested Jaron Ennis trim his beard.
Oh, that's fight. Interesting.
And he apparently has agreed to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Boots cares. I think Boots just wants to fight. I swear, I think Boots just wants to fight. He doesn't care what he has to do. He's just going in there.
Okay, so here's the... He looks weird without us. Here. But anyway.
Роднички, всім доброго дня.
Сьогодні
п'ятниця, гарна погода і гарний день сказати про те, що я хочу залишити всі свої пояси, якими я сьогодні володію, зробити їх вільними, щоб хлопці, які стоять в черзі, за ними боксували.
We have captions for the audio listeners.
Пояси, але я не йду зі спорту, тому що у мене є last dance. Всім хочу подякувати, з повагою відношусь до всіх організацій, хочу всім подякувати і сказати, далі більше. Слава Богу за все, слава Україні.
So he's leaving the belts. Funny, he says the Ukraine bit after taking the photo with the president who hates Ukraine, apparently. Okay, leaving the belts, not leaving the sport. He will still have his last dance. Don't know who that's going to be against, but it appears that Usyk, like all the heavyweight titles. So
yeah.
I think it's worth pulling up the rankings. By the way, the WBA again called for Lucas Body to fight Floyd Schofield. Again. Like, fuck, this fight should have been made like almost a year ago. We haven't seen Lucas Body in like
how long?
10 months or something like that. 8 months, 10 months. We haven't seen Schofield in a year, and it was a first round knock. I'm fucking tired of that shit. WBA. Oh, you know, we're all like these motherfuckers should have fought already. I don't care if Tank is the champion of recess or not. He is apparently again. Like I don't know. Just like these guys got to fucking fight. They've been 1-2 for the WBA for so fucking long, and they've been like, oh, they're gonna fight for the title. They're gonna fight for the title. Like, god damn, bro, fight. All right. So I just had to get that off. The fucking lightweight division is pissing me off. The WBA in particular.
There we go. Looks like they changed how the format looks there.
They
A little
did.
different there.
They did recently after they laid a bunch of people off. Usyk, if he is vacating all these titles, which he says he is, can't. So it looks like we only have one champion in this division now. I do wonder if Ajit Caballero is just going to get bumped up from interim to full champion WBC,
Probably.
and Murat Gassiev. Did he already fight Tony Yoka? Actually, he has a WBA regular title. Does he just become like the full champion? He's defending his title against Tony Yoka in Moscow on July 11th. There's a UFC card, I think, going on the same day that might garner more interest in this. But that's it. And then the IBF, Frank Sanchez. There you go. Frank Sanchez, and he's not going to fight Atama because Moses Atama is going to fight Filip Hrgović.
That's a good fight.
The winner of that might fight Frank Sanchez actually for the vacant IBF title.
I can see that. That's a big fight, and I think that's a great fight, Brian. And I love the fact that Frank Sanchez is in this conversation, because for a minute he was not in this conversation. So now after his performance, he's up there. I think Moses is probably my favorite in this weight class at this point.
Because you're so Mike Tyson coded.
Well, I mean, that's how I fell in love with the sport, right? It was Mike. So for me, he's my favorite in this weight class. But as you know, in the heavyweight division, anything can happen, and we've seen anything happen. So it'll be interesting. But I think when you take a look at these names here, Usyk is going to fight somebody where he's going to have a good performance and sail off into the sunset. Still make his money. He's going to make some money off of his last fight. But I think he's going to have a good send off, Brian. But I do think we're going to see Usyk in any prize fights after he's done, because we've seen some guys do prize fights. You know what I'm talking about?
God,
I don't think I'd want to see him in any of those. Like Anthony Joshua did it.
Who do you think he fights in his last fight, by the way? And to answer your question, no, I'm going to say no. But who do you think he fights in his last fight?
Ooh, I mean,
you just take the Rico rematch and just try to put an end to that?
I don't think he's thinking about that. I don't think Rico gets the rematch. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think he gets the rematch. Do you think that's his move?
I kind of want that to happen. Like Rico earned it.
Yeah,
I don't know who else he would fight otherwise.
I don't know either. I think it's going to be a name that we're not too excited about. That's what I think.
Yeah. I think Frank Sanchez versus the winner of Atama Hrgović would be good. Don't know what Anthony Joshua's going to do next. Murat Gassiev, if he just defends against Tony Yoka. Who is he even? Number 14 by the WBA. He's defending his title against him. That's cool. Ashentel gets whatever situated over there. We have Gassiev. I mean, legitimately, Tyson Fury seems to have an in with Netflix because he keeps just doing shit with them. Maybe maybe they just try to get Gassiev versus Fury just so Fury can get a title again. Jarrell Miller, you see him up here. Ajit Caballero versus Tyson Fury is actually an interesting fight. For the love of God, if fucking Lawrence Collier gets a title shot, I might like just I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll do something. And then Daniel Dubois, we'll see. But there's actually some fun heavyweights here. Fabio Wardley's still around. Joseph Parker, I don't know what his future is going to be. Deontay Wilder's back in the game after his last fight. I know you're thrilled about that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, thank you. No,
and also, like, yo, not for nothing. The Moses Atama fight with Filip Hrgović, by the way, is August 29th. I thought there was another card. Isn't that when Caroline Dubois is fighting?
Yeah.
Chancel Cameron, Michaela Mayer, isn't that the same day? Why are we doing that? Our boy, where's our boy F.A. Ajagba?
Isn't he with Zuffa? He's with Zuffa now.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, he's with Zuffa. So I mean that's a whole other different situation there. But I think for someone like Oleksandr Usyk, he has nothing left to prove. Vacates his titles, has one really good fight, Brian, and then that's it. But yeah, I think Salome says Usyk should. Usyk looked terrible versus Rico. He should retire. And I think that's what he's planning to do. I think that's why he vacated these titles. I think he has one last fight, Brian. That's what I think. Do you think we see more?
Yeah. No, I think, I don't know. It's either going to be Rico or just some name who's like, honestly, Fight Deontay Wilder. Do that. I would love that. I know it's your last fight. It's not for a title, whatever.
Stop this nonsense, Brian, and you and Deontay Wilder, okay?
Fight Deontay Wilder.
Stop this nonsense, please.
The incentive is there because if Wilder, he's not gonna win. Well, Rico almost did. I don't know, but like, fight Deontay Wilder. That's you know what?
It would be a big fight. I'll say this though, as much as I'm like off Deontay Wilder, I'll say this: if Usyk wants to fight Deontay Wilder, that's a big fight. People would tune into.
It's not
people
would
love it, and
you know, title.
But people would love it, and I don't know what it is, but like Deontay Wilder, at one point he was like such a fascinating heavyweight, right? Everyone wanted to see Deontay Wilder fights. It was one of those things where he was must-watch pay-per-view or television, whatever you want to call it. But if he was to fight Usyk, that would bring in a lot of viewership. I'll say that. He still brings that in, Brian, which is that's fascinating to me, is it not? Because even at this point in his career, he is still a draw.
You saw Deontay Wilder and not Dillian White, Derek Chisora.
Yes, but you know what? Let's say this though: Derek Chisora has fought everybody. Like, it hasn't gone his way, but
Oleksandr Usyk.
He's fought everybody, dude. Like, that guy, you got to give him props for that. Let's say that. But nonetheless, let us know what you think about Oleksandr Usyk vacating his titles, retiring, and who you would like to see him fight in his last fight.